Hi, in this video, I will show you how to add GitHub Access Token to Windows. Also, I'm going to show you how to connect your local repository, make some changes, and connect it to remote repository on the GitHub after we successfully had that GitHub personal access token. Okay, so these are the steps that we are going to follow to configure these two things. Let's first start with we need to have an account, create an account on GitHub. So this is pretty simple. What you need to do, you need to go to the GitHub website, and then you need to click on the sign up. So the first thing, you need to put your email and then your password and username. And after you're done, you need to confirm your email. You will receive an email from the GitHub. If you don't receive it, check your spam. And after you receive the email, they send you a code, and then you confirm, you write down the code and you paste it here, you type it in here, and just you confirm it your account. But I already have this, so I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that, but what I need to do, I need to log into my account, right? Because I already have the password for this. Okay, so this was the first step. Second step, if you don't have the Get, you need to install it. All right, so I don't have Get on my computer. I need to install it. What do you need to do? You need to download Get, and the first website is right here. If you have Windows or Mac operating system, depending on Windows. Since I already have it, so I don't need to, it's downloaded here. I don't need to download it. I'm just gonna install it. So I'm gonna install it. Yes. 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 Would you like to get file? All right. So no, let me actually do a little, because I already ran into the same problem. I just want to make sure that what I need, I think it's already there. So I need to go to my folder and delete thing, because it's probably gonna create a problem for me. All right, so I'm gonna, okay, there you go, successfully deleted. Now I'm gonna install it, because I already have that in the system, and it will generate causes issues. So I just wanted to delete that. All right, so now I'm gonna install it. Everything by default, you don't need to change anything unless you have a reason to change that. Let me actually see that, get credential manager. All right, so you don't need to bring any changes over here. We're going to install this. So I just want to point it out that get is a version control light, right? We use this get to communicate with the GitHub, right? With this get, we pushes our changes. We connect our local project to remote project on the GitHub. So we are using this get. The next thing that we need to do is either set level access for the get. So what I mean by that, I'm going to explain that. So after you install it, you open up the get bash is right here, or you can type it get and then get bash right there. Okay, click on the get bash, and now what we need to do, we need to type get, and then we need to type config. So because we want to config it to dash dash, and then we are gonna add global, right? I will explain what is that email, and then you need to type in the email, the same email that you created your GitHub account, right? Make sure that this is the same, not a different one. 35@gmail.com. So this is my email, and that when I created my GitHub account, right? So right now my email is this one in this account. All right, so I hit enter. If this is successful, you're not gonna, if you didn't mistype anything or there is no error, there is no problem, then you will not see an error. If there is any issues, you will see some type of error that will explain you or trying to help you with some suggested command. But right now there is no error. So that was about the email. And now what we need to do, we need to also add our username, right? Then we say global and then user dot name, and then here you're gonna add your uh, username, right? You need to add your username. So this is our username, and I hit enter. All right, so this was successful. And if you want to see that how your configuration is started, you can type get config and then -l, okay? Then you're gonna see that this is our email that we just set up, okay? And this is our username, all right? So now let me actually explain what is this and why we are doing this. As I already said that the get is a version control, right? Right? And we use this get to communicate with the getter. And right now, this means that all the project that we push from this computer, um, we set it as a global. Global meanings for all the project. Whenever we use this get to push any project to the GitHub, this website GitHub, this is going to use this email and also this username. How do we know? Because we define as a global. Global meaning universal for all the project in this computer. Right now we mapped our username and username and email. So from now on that I'm going to show you, when we push our project to GitHub, the get is going to use this username and email. So now you might ask a question why we don't why we didn't have the password. So we don't have the password because it has been expired. We don't the GitHub account do not in the past we used to have our password as well, but right now it doesn't support this way to have the password. We need to add a token. This has been deprecated, adding the password. So how we can add token, right? So let's see what's the next step. The next step is that they create the token, and we need to add that to the Windows Credential Manager. So how do we create the token? You go to this GitHub account and then you click here, go all the way to setting, and then you need to go all the way is your developer setting. You click on developer setting and then see that personal access token. So when you click on the personal access token, here's an option that says generate token. You click on this and you name it, what name you want to put here. For example, I can say for token. So whatever name, I'm gonna put that as for token. All right. So then I'm gonna say that as an expression, and here you define like what level you're gonna authorize this token to be used. For example, I'm gonna put at all level, like I'm gonna use for deleting project, for admin, for public key, for everything. Because I might use this one, but you can actually it depends on you, like which option that you wanna pick for yourself. But as I said, I'm gonna have for everything just to make sure that I have all the authorization. So you generate this, and then right now you generate your token. You copy that. Make sure that you store this because it's going to be gone from here. Okay, for the security access, you cannot find it. You have to regenerate it. So you copy that in some notepad or some file so that later on you can use it. Okay. So I'm gonna paste that into a file just to make sure that I have that. Okay. So there you go. I saved that. So what you need to do now, you need to go to your control panel, and then type Windows Credential here, Windows Credential Manager, right? So you click on the Windows Credential Manager, And now you go to add a generic credential. Click add a generic credential, and here what you need to do, you need to click on your username and copy this. So the first thing that you need to do is paste this, right? And then add your username. So my username is this one, and then my password is let me actually the token that I just created, and then I'm gonna paste this. Okay, then you save it. Now we successfully saved this, right? We saved this. All right, and you can close this. So the next step on the list is that create a local project and connect this project to the remote repository. So let's actually create a local project on our computer. Let's say that I'm going to create a project, I don't know, right here, right? Now, let's say, I mean, anywhere that you wish to. I'm going to create in the music. So, okay. So let's create a project here. I'm going to call this 20. Let's actually not put my new project. All right. So I create this project. I'm going to copy that because I'll tell you why. Then you can have anything over here, right? I'm just gonna have a text file. So I'm gonna have a text file. I'm gonna have here, let's say, hello, right? Okay, so I had this. You save it in the project. So we saved that, and now our project, this is our project, my new project. Now, how we can connect this project so that you can push your changes to GitHub, right? So what you need to do, you need to click here and then new repository, or you can also click here and then go to your repository, and then there is a new button, right? But you can also do it from here. New repository. Now, make sure that your name matches my new project, exactly the same name. I mean, it can be different names, but it's recommended that you use the same name. Create the repository. So now the repository is created successfully. And now you're going to follow this command to push that project. So what you do inside your project, right click, git bash, and now you're going to follow those commands to push your project to connect your project. So what you need to do, the first one is get init. Get init is you initialize your project. You initialize your project, you successfully initialize it. Now what you need to do, you need to have them, right? You need to have them. So you can say get hat and dash and dot. Get hat dash or dot meaning that add everything, right? Add everything. And then what you need to do, you need to commit your changes. Commit your changes. Then what you need to do is let's say I'm going to call this first commit. All right. I'm going to call this first commit and then enter. Now I successfully committed my changes. Of course, these are all local repository. Okay. Now what I need to do, I'm gonna this is create a new branch. Okay. This command create a new branch, and this branch's name is gonna be main. Okay. So successfully now we are at the main branch. We used to be at the master. Now we're at the main branch. So in order to connect your repository to the to your GitHub from local to GitHub account, copy that and paste it right here. Okay. After you paste it, you hit enter. Now it's successfully created. And the last one that now that you push you had all your changes, right? You committed them, you staged them, you prepared all the changes. Now you want to push it to the remote repository. What you need to do, you need to type the last command, git push. That was u origin and main. So we are going to push it to the origin main. Main is the branch. All right. So we hit enter. Okay. So This is gonna take a while, and now we see that we need to here the GitHub make sure that this is you. Okay, it try to verify. There are multiple ways that you can confirm this with a token, with the browser. You can log in with the browser, or you can use it with a sign-in code. I'm going to use the token because I already copy my token. I have the token, so I'm going to get my token, copy, and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, I'm going to paste it, and then I say sign in. Okay, so after I say sign in, there you go. Now my changes successfully pushes to the GitHub account. All right, so if I go to my GitHub account, let's go to the repository. So what was the name? This is the project, my new project. Now I click on it, and here is a text file that I had it earlier, and I click on it. Here it says that hello world. All right, so that's it. We successfully added the token, personal token to the Windows, and then we connected our local project to the remote repository and the GitHub, and also we push our changes. Thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate it. Have a nice day. Bye.